are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Dolphins at 6-2 to start play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. He'll get this to about the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That will throw here to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 1. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Second and 3. That's complete yet again to Thornton. Touchdown, Vikings! Tyquan Thornton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, right back to Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with Hall. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Vikings 7, Dolphins nothing.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
All again on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 2. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Set, ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the out route, he's got Thornton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Vikings have moved out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Dolphins 7. Eddie Piñeiro sends the kickoff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Drop 50. 18 lateral. 70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. They'll throw now on the final play. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
19 right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
They'll drop to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Sanders going for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Nyheim Hines with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's got room. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. On first down, they'll run with the longer. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. In motion, Hill. Ball again on second down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey.
In motion, Hill.
Mustang 19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our team.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Hall again on second down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
18, in motion, Hill. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Hall again on second down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On third down, here's Hall. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll dump this off to Cook. He's got room past the 30 and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Slot man moves right. Ball again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
18 runners.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 right. Buffalo 18. 10 through 11.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got to complete to Waddle. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Ready, set.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll look to throw. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory.